Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's InsideAgameR. Welcome to Syndicate Virtual Airlines. Welcome to X-Plane 12. I just saw some black thing, like my screen went funny, but I don't know what it was. Good evening, hopefully you're all doing well on this fabulous, quite chilly Tuesday actually. Hopefully you're all doing well. So look, I thought we'd fly on X-Plane 12 because we did Microsoft the last few times. So we're on the Vatsim network. We're here currently. I didn't change the title of the stream, did I? Oh, bugger. Let me just see if I can do that. So the route tonight that we're going to be taking, we're currently in Inverness, EGPE. EGPE. And we're heading over to Rotterdam. We're going to The Hague. EHRD. There you go. Just going to change the title. Hopefully that's the title changed. Sweet as a nut. Okay, so we are running on the virtual airlines. There should be a few of us flying this evening, I'd imagine. I think we got Jamesy and Count. Now, the VA website is acting a bit weird, so it is hard to tell what we're doing and who's doing what. But anyways, we're here with the Toliss A319. Now, there's a reason why I'm flying this plane. I recently just got through to the final stages of the Aer Lingus pilot program. And the main aircraft that they're flying at the moment is the A320. So I thought, why not fly it? Because I'm going to have, in 2 weeks' time, 2 weeks yesterday actually, I have a big interview in Dublin, and a lot of it's going to be talking about their planes and stuff. So yeah, I thought maybe we should probably keep up to date with this kind of stuff a little bit. So there we go. Now, the chances of me getting that is still very slim. 600 were invited to Dublin out of 8,000. I was in that top 600. But from that 600 they're going to put it down to 18. So I believe on the day, the first part of the day is a group exercise to see how we work as a group. Half the people will not get to go to the interview. Half the people will get to stay and do the interview. Only those people have a chance to be selected. So we'll see what happens. Even if we do get it, training doesn't start till I think December this year or something. So long way away before I have to start thinking about any of those things. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It might happen. It might not. Hopefully they don't watch all my crash landings. So good evening to everyone that is here. Who have we got? Count Davis, hello. Angel Sim, Grimbled, hello. Laser Jordan, Georgina, hello. Jamesy, Shadow, good evening. Addy, Arm Harris, Nelson, good evening to everybody. So yeah, Addy, I've actually got that Order 13. I was thinking about streaming it on Thursday. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't think it lasts very long. A lot of people are saying it's quite a short game. I don't know, would we get a stream out of it? Most people say they can complete it by between day 7 and day 9. You could complete the game depending on how it goes. But anyways, let's not worry about that too much. Here we go. We're here in Inverness, default airport for X-Plane. I actually think the default airports in X-Plane are actually half okay. They're not so bad, I don't think. Okay, let's get on board the plane. It's been a while since I've flown a Toliss. We do have external power outside. So battery 1, battery 2, external power to the on. We're going to turn on all our fuel pumps and we're going to align ADIR 1, 2 and 3. So I can start lining up. We're going to arm the emergency lighting, smoke into auto, seatbelt signs to the on position for now. And the crew supply can be flicked on as well. We could just make sure all the APU fire tests and all that all working nicely. Don't need any fires, that'd be great, thank you. Okay, so this is all going to start loading up. Wicked. Okay, so for today's flight we have got 5,000. Oh, we don't actually have enough fuel. Nearly don't have enough fuel. Shit. We're in the A319 today, Shane. We're in a nice little small little plane. This is the baby bus. I don't want to mess up my fuel here. 5.9. So I do need to bring the Toliss screen up just to see what I put in the Toliss. 5.8. Yeah. 5.9. Quick refuel. We are running on a CNG of around 29.4%, which is within what we're able to have. So we can have a look at all that stuff in a second. That's fine. We'll just let the plane fire up. Yeah, please stream it instead of a video. I want to see your reactions. Oh yeah, the only way I'm going to do it is to stream it. They sent me a key yesterday. We'll have a look. That means I got to play it by Thursday or I don't get spoilers. Well, There we go. That's up to you. So yeah, Thursday my plan was probably going to do this Order 13 because I got a key and it's on Lurkit, so I have to cover it. And then Friday I was thinking about maybe doing small schedule 1. Sunday we're going to do an Omsi bus event that we haven't done in forever because of the new Omni Decker. But there you go. That's kind of the plan for the rest of the week. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so anyways, this is all lining up, doing what it needs to do. ATC, I don't know why my SATIC radio panel won't work with X-Plane 12. X-Plane 12 updated. I've updated the drivers, and for some reason it's still not connecting, which is a little bit annoying. Which means I have to use the radio panel down here. We're going to go to 122.8. There we go. Just in case anybody comes online. I don't think there'll be anybody. What are we doing? We're going to fly Shane. We're going from Inverness to Rotterdam. That's the plan. Order 13 on. It's a scary. Well, not scary. It's supposed to be like a jump scare game. We're going to do the stream on Thursday. So yeah, the route is Inverness, Scotland, and we're heading to The Hague, Rotterdam. EGPH to EHRD. I've never flown into Rotterdam. Vatsim, the network is looking very busy down there. So it'd be interesting. We'll see how we go. Okay, we do need to bring up the Toliss menu. I want to quick align. Not that I can remember how to friggin' quick align. How do we quick align this damn thing? Right, let's just close all the doors. I don't have any gates here working for some reason either. So let's just close all of you. Loading performance. No. Add route quick align. Okay, that's what I'm after. Okay, so the plane's lined up. Sweet. Q&H looks like 1002 on the ground. So that's good. We got that. I don't have a camera for the PFD. Oh, for frig's sake. Okay, it can pop out, so I can show you the PFD better anyways. Okay, we're going to brighten this bad boy up. And, there we go. So, we're currently sitting at EGPE, flying over to EHRD, EHRD. We're going to put that into the company. EHRD. Alright. So instead of that, we don't have it in the company route for some reason. I thought I'd put it in there, but apparently I didn't. We are flight number 7742. Cost index today, according to SimBrief, will be 34. And we will be flying to a cruise level of 370. There we go. Looking good. Interesting flight. Don't recall you doing this before. No, I actually like going into Inverness. I've never gone into The Hague. Now, the reason I actually stay away from Amsterdam on Vatsim because Schiphol is a monster of an airport. And it's busy. And for streaming, it's kind of difficult. Unless we're going to spend like 3 hours at an airport, it's very difficult to get in and out. But we've still got a lot of Vatsim on. We're going to the airport just down below. From Schiphol, we're going to The Hague. So I've never flown into The Hague. I don't know what to expect. We're going to work it out as we kind of get there. I'm sure ATC will shout at me at some point. Okay, so our zero fuel weight for today should be 56.1. And our CNG was 20 something. Can you see it on that screen? 29.7. Okay, our block fuel today is 5.9. There you go, block fuel is in. This will then bring us down into the flight plan. God, it's been such a long time since I've flown one of these. Now, we actually are going direct to Findo. So we have no real departure here. We're going to depart on runway 05. There's no SID. So we will be going directly. We're going to clear the discontinuity there. So yeah, we're going to be flying straight to Findo. And our arrival could change because of Vatsim, but we are expecting runway 24 ILS Z24. And I expect us to take the LAM The Lambs 3 Romeo. Okay, there we go. There she is. No star. Oh, hang on. There we go. Make sure there's no discons in this one. Okay, we're going to check that now in a second. So on the flight screen here, we're going to go to flight plan. And you can see there's our flight plan coming down from Inverness. It should be a straightforward flight, really, as we come into The Hague. And then we'll worry about that stuff later on. Hey, Christopher, thank you. Much appreciated. Love a flight sim, but what's Vatsim? So Steve Barnes, Vatsim is the online network of towers and stuff. So basically, you know, when you hear the ATC me talking to, like, I've got to do this and do that, telling me where to go. But it's basically other virtual pilots, just to make us feel like a real online ATC, proper SIDS, departures, all that kind of thing. Okay, so we're going to go to the performance page here now. I believe Toliss actually has its own performance things now. So we're going for runway 05. We're going to be flexing to standard, so compute. So we will be a flaps 1 departure, flexing up to 67. So we're going to type 67 in here. We're V1 at 133. We are VR, which is our rotational speed, at 136. And if we're not in the air by 139, that is our abort takeoff speed, which is our V2. That's fine. We will be a flaps 1 departure. So we're going to stick you in there. So we should take off loads of room. We don't need to worry. So that should be the flight plan complete. So what we're going to do here then is we're going to flick on the APU master switch. And then we're going to flick on the start switch in a second when it lets me. There we go. Beacon can go to the on position. Wing lights can go to the on. Nav can go to the on for the moment. We're just going to wait for the APU now to fire up. APU flap is open. I can imagine, yeah, it's just, Schiphol's just a monster of an airport, absolute monster of an airport. Yeah, so we are on the Vatsim network. You can see it flashes up here occasionally, so you can use text or you talk, like I have to announce everything I'm doing. I believe currently on the Vatsim radar, so look, here's the radar. So just if you want to see what I'm seeing, this is how I'm working out what ATC is in my area, etc, etc. So I'm currently the only one up in Inverness, so I'm not worried. I'm the only one here, I think. Yeah. But once you get down into the Netherlands, oh, The Hague is gone offline now. Okay, so they must have had an event this evening. Schiphol. That can change though. So online controllers can go on and off all the time. They can do all different things. Hey, oh, good evening. Have you seen the new Manchester United Stadium? Friggin' looks like a circus. We're fucking clowns. I know we play like clowns, but we're gonna look like clowns now too. Okay, so we're gonna go straight up to our flight level of 370 because we've got no traffic, we've got no ATC. We're gonna go back to the arc. We're gonna flick out the range back to 10, and APU is currently on. External powers can go. Oh shit! I forgot to bleed it. Okay, we're gonna be okay. APU bleed is now on. Everything else is looking good. Good. Okay, so if we go back to the Toliss main screen, then I need to get rid of ground services. External power can go. Chocks need to go. And then we need to pre-plan our pushback. We're going to runway 5, so we're going to push back to somewhere here. There you go, that'll do.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
Hey, the King Iceman. Good evening. It looks unreal. It does not look unreal. It literally looks like our new stadium. That's not what the stadium will look like. What? The big tent thing? Lower end Prem team. It's Wembley of the North. He's complaining that Man United have absolutely no money, but we can spend friggin' 100 billion on a bloody new stadium. Yeah, it makes sense. Ah, nice. You got a gaming PC. So King Iceman, we're not going to see you as much. You're going to be busy playing games instead of watching. Did I?
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
For some reason, The camera out here has gone weird. Don't know why. But we'll go with it. The 3 spires inspired by the Trident of the Devil, 100k capacity, red generation. The regen project looks great. The 100k capacity, that's fine if they can fit it. I mean, we could be in the championship by then if we don't sort out this team. But I think the stadium itself looks crap. Like the 3 spire thing, nah, I'm sorry. I don't care if they come up with this Trident of the Devil. It does not look... It looks like a circus. United are a clown show right now, and that just kind of puts it to bed that we are just a bunch of clowns. Yeah, the tent poles won't be there. It's obviously a meme-making implication towards me.
Okay.
But that's what's come out from the news and stuff. Addy, I think you're wrong. I think that's generally their first look at what they want to do. That's not the meme. That came out on the news and everything. I don't think that's a meme. I think that's meant to be the actual what it's going to look like. No, Addy, I'm actually going to switch over my camera here because I
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
No, that's exactly what it's going to look like. It's not a lie. That is what United is going to look like. I think the netting is meant to be about the port of Manchester and fishing. Yeah, don't get me wrong. The regen project, because that part of Manchester is a bit left out, a bit run down now. So look, the area by the docks that they're picking, I'm absolutely fine with it. The stadium's fine with it. But this is what's going to look like. Imagine me saying and trying to bring out the news of having a new stadium rather than fixing what's going on the pitch. Seriously, when he says, we put 300 million and all that money's gone, and he came out publicly stated all our players were rubbish, and then, but then saying that, guys, saying that, Keir Starmer is paying half the bill for this. The Labour government are paying half the bill for this. Don't forget. Do not forget. This is paid by the taxpayers. Half of it, anyways. Because it's going to be the new Wembley of the North, as well as that, it's going to put on music events, all these other events, these other things. So, and with the regen of the Manchester area, the new jobs, the hotels that they're building, all the new restaurants and stuff. So it is funded by the Labour government. So fair play to Labour. I'm not a huge lover, but I love them for this. I'll take that. The Holy Trinity. But I don't get that. Look, it's 3 spires, and I get the Holy Trinity, you know, the 3, you know, the Bubsy B babes and all that, but I don't get that from this. I've been a Man United fan all my life. I've gone to Old Trafford numerous times. I get the modernisation of it. I'm absolutely fine with it, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure I like it, and I don't like the spire things. Now, I've just come back from the Bernabeu. I was out in Madrid. I had a look at the Bernabeu, and I seen what they did to regen the Bernabeu to make it look modern. So basically, they just covered it in metal. the old building's still there with a bit of regen work. No, I'm not sure I'm keen on this, guys. I'm not sure. Maybe look, maybe it'll grow on me. Maybe I need to see it a bit more. Like, I think it's the netting that's weird. I'm gonna get a copyright strike though if I play that right.
This is how I sound with my fan close to my mic and my...
Oh, for frig's sake. People selling crap. That's not what we want. Yeah, there's not much else here. I was hoping there was going to be some more pictures or something. $2 billion, 100,000 seat on Monday. I don't know. The new ground will have a really intense atmosphere and the best in Europe. Playing championship football. Hosting League One sides. We ain't gonna make the Champions League for the next 5 years. I don't know, guys. Let's get on with the game. Maybe we can talk about it when we get up in the air, right? But I'm not sure. Can't forget anything the government does. They love screwing over the nation. There'll be a boxing focal point in the north. So yeah, see, this is what I mean. It's not going to be just a stadium. Their plan is to put on a load of things. That's the big plan. Do you think the inside of the new stadium looks similar to the Bernabeu? 360 screen on the top especially. But the problem with the Spire of the 360, because of how tight that rim is, you're not actually going to see much of the pitch or anything from that view. I don't know. Labour can't provide heating for pensioners, but can provide 100 million to fund a stadium for the 5th team of Manchester. That just sums up. That just sums up everything in the world right now. Yeah, look, like I said, it's the regen program. The main thing is the hotels. It's the new shopping, the new restaurants, and the new green areas that it's providing. Yes, that's why the government are involved in it. A lot of governments are doing this. A lot of football teams are doing these regen projects now across the world. They're doing a lot of it in America with like the American football. They're big into regen projects. That's what's happened there. That's why they've got the funding from the government. So, you know, fair enough. Look, it's going to create thousands of jobs. Thousands of jobs. But, you know, I don't know if I'm keen yet. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. It's like Everton's new... Do any of you see Everton's new stadium? The seat allocation looks really odd. I think it's terrible. We're flying to Rotterdam. Well, we're going to try. Okay, let's get in here. Park and break off. Park and...
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Holy cow. Okay, we're going to fire engine number 2. For any of you that don't know, I am using the throttle quadrant. So I'm using, for any of you that don't know, look, I'm using this bad boy. This is the throttle quadrant from the Airbus. So basically what you see in front of you, I have all here in front of me. Maybe that might be interested. Okay, engine 2 is spooling up. Okay, I got some camera angles, so that's good. Okay, engine 2's up. N2's rising. Okay, engine number 1. Gonna crack thousands of seats. You see, that's where United are lucky. Between the Chinese and the Indians and all them lot that come over just to watch Man United, the seats will be filled. Maybe. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I do think elements of Old Trafford should be kept. The only issue is I haven't seen anything like that happening. As this point of the drop off of the pitch has gone. Yeah, but look, I went on a stadium tour. The last time I did a stadium tour was probably just before COVID. And the stadium has issues. Like, the stadium is old. But look, there's not many of these old kind of lovely charm stadiums around anymore. They're all getting redeveloped, and that's just the way the world is now. We need to move up to the with the times. And
operation complete. Set parking brake.
But it does make me a little sad because, like, Old Trafford, between, you know, the Stretford end, you know, you got the Alex Ferguson side, and, you know, you got the Bubsby Bade statue out the front. I'm assuming they're going to move that statue out the front of the new one. I'm assuming. You know, you got the Munich clock there. You know, there's a lot of history. There's a lot of history, but I don't think there's any way to really regen, because the problem with Manchester United's Old Trafford is all these stadiums are just different old buildings that were done up over the years, and it's all just a mismatch. Nothing is the same. I don't think it's easy to knock and build or do anything with it. I think that's the issue. So I think it's a case of you just have to rebuild. I think it probably is the best thing. I did hear that apparently the Man United's women's team are going to get the Old Trafford. So the young kids and the women's team are going to get Old Trafford. Because Old Trafford isn't going anywhere.
We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
But they're going to reduce the seating, right? I think they're cutting off a lot of the seating, and it's going to be there for the women's and the youth teams, I think. Ronald McDonald kind of. Yeah, it'll be the most weekends. As long as the commercial aspects of selling tickets. Yeah, look, tickets always given away and all the rest of the stuff. Imagine how mad you'd be to travel thousands of miles to watch a game with Anna flopping in the wind. Jamesy, you're a Southampton fan. I mean, I don't think there's much we can say in comparison. I think you have your own issues. Okay, guys, so look, we pushed back. Everything is good. Let's get ready for flight. We're going to arm the speed brakes. Auto land is going to be on max. Everything else looks good. We are going to be at flaps 1, so let's move the flaps if I can get a camera angle. I'm going to run out of fuel. Talk about Man United. We're not going to have enough fuel by the time we get to The Hague. Okay, we're flaps 1. Parking brake off. For some reason, when you flick the parking brake, you have to flick it twice. What airport am I at? Inverness traffic, 77742, taxi into runway 05 hold. Oh, Jesus Christ, the brake is... The brake is pretty stiff. Okay, let's put on our taxi lights to the on position. We can turn the APU off now. We'll go to the hold. Hey, Harold, we might be safe from relegation this week, but that's not... I don't know what's going on with my plane, but the controls are wonky as hell. What the frig is wrong with the plane? It's like there's a brake on somewhere. Okay, I gotta check my brake buttons because clearly... (1002). There you go, that's the discrepancy done. Okay, flight controls. I mean, they're all working, so takeoff config complete. WS is off, that's fine. I don't know why it's like there's a brake stuck, but I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Landing lights to the on position, taxi lights to the off position, takeoff to set, strobe light can now go to the on position. We're all armed and set, all ready to go. Flight directors on 1002. Okay, let's get ready to rock and roll. Inverness traffic 77742. Line up runway 05 for immediate departure. There's definitely something sticking. No idea. But Ryanair this. Hey, Alicia, good evening. So no ATC players near you, you just fly if it's normal flight. Yep, can you hear that I'm just announcing what I'm doing? So if there's no controllers in the airports controlling the aeroplanes, you just got to tell each other because, you know, you don't want to be crashing into each other. But yeah, so that's how Vatsim works. I'll try and blame. Who knows? Okay, guys, we're pretty lined up here. Let's spooling up to 40. Oh. Okay, takeoff power set. We are manually flexing. Jesus Christ, I don't know why the controls are feeling so odd. Okay, 80 knots. 100 knots. V1. And rotate. Positive rate gear up. Okay, down to level climb. Oh, big clouds just appeared above our heads. We're still manually flying this. Like we're going into a pretty black cloud. Okay, flaps up. Yeah, let's tidy up the airplane. Jesus Christ, it's like we're flying into the sun. Hang on, what's going on here? Okay, we're 5,000 feet. We are going to go to standard pressures. Okay, we're just about to go above 10,000 feet. We can turn off the landing lights and we can relax a little bit, I suppose. Okay, 10,000 feet. Landing lights retracted. Pick up a bit of speed here now. Okay, the one thing I do need it for the Hague is I need the metadata. Find it. EHRD Rotterdam. Okay, so the one thing I do want to do is have a look at our okay, so Q&H on the ground should be 1003 again. The Hague. So this would be our arrival airport. Temperature on the ground is currently at 4 degrees. We have wind coming in at 270 at 3 knots, so very light winds. That shouldn't be a problem for landing, so that's nice. No wind. DH of 55 will be a flat 3. It says 125. That's a bit too slow. We'll probably be coming in about 130. It's like we're climbing up through the clouds again. Right, back on track to whatever is going on here. Where they run United Instagram. The Glazers have destroyed us. Yeah, the Glazers destroyed United because it's just a money racket for them. They're just bleeding Man United dry. They're not paying off any of the debts. They're just bleeding United dry, and it's a shame. But look, when you bleed a club dry, this is what happens. We're falling apart now. You know what? Mass Effect the joke for. I do recommend the overlap interviews did with GN, especially a part of the Glazers. Yeah, look, it's messed up. United's messed up. You've not been watching any football? Nah, come on, you still gotta watch your team. I've been watching United. Like, I've watched them the last few nights. I watched them last Thursday. I thought we were pretty poor. Against Arsenal, we were okay, but the second half we were okay against Arsenal. I actually felt like we should have beat Arsenal. Steve, where did I get my meter data from? So, in my Discord, Steve, I'll show you. This is here for anyone. In my Discord, if you take the pilot role, you'll unlock the flight simulators. And you can see here if any of us are flying. I don't know why this doesn't work for me. We've got a bit of pilot chat going on there, the virtual airlines, but if you go all the way down here to the meter data, you can see, so all I did was type in / meter, this one, and you just type in the ICA code, which is EHRD, and you can see Rotterdam, The Hague's going to come up, press enter, and this gets me up-to-date data. So I can see that we're currently, flight rules of VFRs available, so if I was flying my plane, I can fly into The Hague, because I can only fly visual flight rules. Winds 273 knots, you can see the clouds here. They're scattered at 3,200 and over a bit more, other ones higher up. You can see the altimeter, the temperature and dew points, and the visibility is at 10,000, so absolutely fine. So yeah, this is what I use. But when you come into Discord, like a lot of people don't know, I know it's so big, you go up to the roles and you click on the plane. The plane will give you the pilot stuff, the trains will give you the train stuff, the bus will give you the bus stuff, the truck will give you the truck stuff. This is when, I don't even know what the frig the movie camera is for. That's uploads and notifications for my videos. Some people like that, some people don't. Otherwise it does ping quite a bit. Some sports talk going on here. Apparently Liverpool must be winning, right? So there you go. Liverpool currently losing. I'm just trying to look at the scores here now. For some reason my app I use for all my sports stuff is not working. Ooh. Barcelona, they won against Benfica by the looks of things. Bayern Munich, Bayern Leverkusen, tight game. Inter Feyenoord, tight game. Liverpool. So what's that game then? 1-1 on aggregate. And they both got away goals. Dembele. Jesus, Dembele, is he still alive? That guy's a walking crutch. I'm surprised that guy's still alive. I forgot he went from Barcelona to Paris. Can't hate Liverpool, as we used to be their academy when they kept making lots of players. If you think of all that money they gave you, Jamesy, what did you do with all this money? Yeah, I just see here, I might actually put it on Sky Go. The only good thing about having Sky is having Sky Go up. I'm assuming they must be on Sky Sports because it's Champions League. No. I've got the Inter final game. I've got the Leverkusen by. Oh, here we go. Oh, they're on Premier Sports 1. I don't want Liverpool to win. Come on, PSG. Did he go to Napoli in between? I don't know. Did he go to Napoli? I don't know where he went. He was just always injured. He was a bit of a liability. I completely forgot he ended up at PSG. I think he went on the free transfer in the end, didn't he? Yeah, it's on Premier Sports here in Ireland. Nice to be able to be amongst people that understand meter raw data. No one at work. I'm MET, so I need to translate raw. Well, I have my my PPL, so I had to train for all of that stuff. So we had to read all those charts as part of like your navigation and your weather exams and all that kind of crap. On TNT and Amazon in the UK. So I think TNT is basically our Premier Sports. And Amazon, I don't think I've ever watched football on Amazon. I have Prime, but I've never watched football. This is where it's all going. It's like Netflix now. Like my wrestling's all moved to Netflix. It's kind of messed me up a little bit because I'm like, I used to have it recorded in the Sky and I'd watch it like in the morning having coffee or something. But now it's like, oh, it's on Netflix, I'll watch it later. I'll watch it later. Like I still haven't watched Raw from last night. I know what happened. So I watched ups and downs, but yeah. I watched Raw, yes, no spoilers. No, I only know because I watched Ups and Downs from What Culture, otherwise I wouldn't have known either, but I was cooking earlier and I saw it was there, so we all know that the big dog came back tonight. That's all I'll say to you. Just having a little bit of a look here. Seems to be an up and down kind of game. I forgot to bring a drink to the stream. Friggin' dying a bit here. Right, we'll just go back on board just to see where we're at. So we're climbing at 32,000 feet now. We're nearly at 37,000. All is looking good from the captain's side. It was a good show. UK tour in a couple of weeks means it'll be on a decent time. That's true. Is it the UK tour already? Yeah, they're in Belgium next week, aren't they? I always say that when they go to Dublin. They go to the free arena there in Dublin. I always say that I'm going to go, and I never bloody go. I should go, really. WWE, send me some tickets, man. Come on. I will be playing some TK25 very soon as well. I know I've said it before. But we will be looking at that over the next kind of 2 weeks. We'll do some things. But take us to SmackDown and Raw at the O2 end of the month. They're in the O2 or they end of... Are they coming to Dublin this time round? To be fair, normally they're always broadcasting because they can never sell the tickets here. WWE Ireland. Okay, yeah, March. Hang on. The fuck is OTT? Okay, March the 22nd in Belfast at the SSE Arena. March 22nd at the Belfast Arena, that's fine. Oh, Mega Slam Wrestling in County Mayo, Castle Bar. I could go watch that. Only down the road. They're only going to Belfast. They're not coming to Dublin. They're doing a WWE live event in March. 24th, they're in Glasgow for Monday Night Raw. 28th, they're in London for the O2. 31st, they're in the O2 for Raw. They're not coming to Dublin this year. Oh, well, that's just rubbish. Absolute rubbish. 7 PM. I like that. That's the only thing I like, that it's in a normal bloody time. I still won't watch it at 7 PM because on a Monday we're streaming, unless you don't want me to stream. They're in Belfast, but it's only a live event in Belfast. I don't really like the live events. It doesn't really progress the story. It's kind of, they're nice to go to, but I'd rather go to a SmackDown or a Raw. Usually you get a SmackDown in Dublin. Hey, Fake Tyler, good evening. So yeah, Belfast. Bit of a shame. I'll be up in Belfast in 2 weeks or so, well, not 2 weeks, 4 weeks. Gonna go pick up my plane and bring it down. Ireland needs a PLE. The only way Ireland will get a PLE is if... Nah, to be fair, they won't. Ireland will never get a PLE. John Cena get booed from high... Steve Barnes, but I don't want to put any spoilers on Hurl for tomorrow, but... for tonight when he's watching it. But John Cena, I don't think, got booed tonight during the Cody Rhodes segment. There was a kind of a hit and miss of Cena sucks and kind of cheering him. I think John Cena's character arc, I mean, this is the first time he's gone heel, but I think there's a bit of a divide with the fans. I think some people actually just love the fact that he's gone heel and they're still going to cheer him. I mean, he's on his final run. How can you not cheer John Cena, you know what I mean? But I don't think he's going to get booed. Like I said, when Cody came out yesterday and cut the promo, I thought it was a good promo. But John Cena, I don't think was booed enough. It's going to be a hard one. I think John Cena wins the championship to beat Ric Flair's stupid title reign. And then I think he'll lose it to SummerSlam to Cody back. And then that'll be his farewell. Yeah, they do the odd house shows here. I think it may be because of stop-off point going back to America, maybe. You can see SmackDown with this upcoming landing. Yeah, that's probably very true. Cody put Solo through a table. I'm still drawn by the Irish connection. Is that what it is? Fans are in denial. I don't know. People love it. People love that he's gone heel. I love that he's gone heel. It's going to make for an intense showdown at Mania. The atmosphere is going to be incredible. I still think he's a double agent of some sort with The Rock. I think he screws The Rock. I think we're going to go on this little bit of a journey up to WrestleMania with him and The Rock. But something's going to end up him doing something to The Rock. Hey, Fake Tyler, we are flying the Toliss A319 this evening. For some reason, this camera is a bit ropey, this one. Yeah, we're in the old Toliss A319, heading to The Hague. I think Cena has to win the title at WrestleMania. I think he will. Gonna move you to the tablet. Ah, yeah, no worries. I think he'll lose it to Cody. SummerSlam through interference. That'll lead to John's last feud with someone. Do you think his last feud is going to be with The Rock? I still think he screws The Rock, or The Rock screws him, or something's going to happen. But I think I do think he beats Cena. I think Cena wins the world title at WrestleMania. Hey, Fate. Oh, thank you, mate. This is part of my virtual airline. Simply Connect. We are, you know, if you flight sim, you are more than welcome to come fly with us. We're not a very strict virtual airlines. It's more of just a bit of fun. Not very busy anymore. Fortunately, flying's not as big on my channel as it used to be. Here we go. Did Liverpool just score? No. Okay. I'll get annoyed. What's CM Punk's favour? I don't want to go down the route of putting spoilers because Harold hasn't watched it yet. Look, it's an interesting angle. Obviously, Roman Reigns came back. He looked like he wasn't happy with Paul Heyman. So Paul Heyman's involved somehow. But yeah, I'm not sure what the favour's going to be yet. But I see it's obviously going to be a triple threat at Mania, and I see CM Punk winning the triple threat. And it's probably going to be something to do with Heyman. Joe's going to break a record like that. It's been held for 25 years. It has to be at the showcase of the Immortals. Ah! Oh, I'm getting some dodgy frames going on from my camera. If they have Cody beating Cena, yeah, I don't know. I don't think they can do it. They have to have Cena winning. Surely they have to. If they don't, Triple H will get slammed pretty hard. He's been getting a lot of crap again recently, so... I've not put any spoilers. No spoilers. Yeah, I think Roman Rollins goes all the way through to SummerSlam. Do you think Roman and Rollins is their big target? I always thought Rollins and CM Punk was the big target. I feel like they actually didn't have anything for Roman Reigns to do this year. Because they obviously weren't going to do the Rock thing. I don't know why they didn't do the Rock feud. It'd be pretty cool to have seen that. Unless that's the back end of WrestleMania, long-term storytelling. Yeah, I don't know. I think Rollins and CM Punk go all the way to SummerSlam. I think Roman Reigns has to be involved in this WrestleMania with The Rock somehow. Okay, we're currently over Newcastle. I think Rollins Punk happens next year, WrestleMania, with the main event for about. Do you think they're going to hold out another year? Oh, maybe. But I think Rollins and Punk don't really need a belt. But obviously, the big story of CM Punk was never got to do a WrestleMania main event. But I think with Roman Reigns, the triple threat, I think that's obviously going to be... It's definitely going to be a main event of one of the nights. I'm assuming Cena and Cody's day is going to be on day 2 main event, I'll assume. Rollins, Punk, and Roman. Yeah, I think Paul Heyman's going to be involved somehow. Something's a bit... But then I just don't know why Roman Reigns has come away from the Bloodline story / I think the Bloodline's gone a bit weird. The solo thing was going quite well, but it's kind of gone cold again. I don't know,
Newcastle ground, Golf Dublin 98.
Is Tama Tonga injured?
Newcastle ground, Golf Dublin 98, taxi to runway 7.
Oh, I can't think. Who's the other one? Hope Charlotte doesn't take the belt from Tiffany. Ah, she is. I think the Tiffany Stratton belt thing has gone wrong. Tiffany Stratton was massively over. She's not as over as she was. She's not getting the pops that she was getting. She was better, like, she's a bit like Cody. She was better chasing. The story of Nia was good. She's just not had a very good transitional story. So I think she drops the belt to Charlotte. I think that's the best thing for Tiffany as well. You know what? Tiffany would have been better off, like, the Intercontinental, the new championship for the women. Live Valkyria, that's gone nowhere. That title's gone absolutely nowhere. Someone like Tiffany Stratton could bring that back up. I think that would be good for her. As a new fan, I have no idea. You don't know who Charlotte Flair is? Ah, come on. Ric Flair's daughter. She gets everything and wins everything. Bungalow is injured, okay. I think this will end at WrestleMania this year, but then reignite the Royal Rumble again next year. I don't know, I just think that it's just gone a bit weird, and Roman Reigns is kind of split away from it. I know he had the thing with Punk at the Elimination Chamber thing, not the Elimination Chamber, the Survivor Series thing. I don't know, it's just gone a bit weird, that whole story, and I feel like they've kind of just mashed these three being together. Hey, Fake. Oh, you could become the Shannon next July. How come? What are you come to do in Shannon? Just a visit, or you going to work, or what's the story? Back off. Tiff drops to Charlotte. I think Tiffany drops the belt because I don't think she's carrying the belt very well. I think she's lost her edge with the crowd, so I think they see that. I think she loses it to Charlotte, and it's just because it's Charlotte Flair. You just have to assume that she's going to win. I know it's a bad call, but I actually think Tiffany going after the Intercontinental will be better. I think she could bring that up. Like, I like what Chelsea Green's doing with the US title. I love Chelsea Green. I think she's funny as hell. But I think Tiffany Stratton would be better off with the Intercontinental over Lyra Valkyria. I still wouldn't have even given it to Lyra Valkyria. I would have given it to Dakota Kai. But I think the worry about Dakota Kai is that she gets injured too easy. So I think that was the worry going that route. I don't see her story yet. Why did she win the Rumble compared to the story I've been following? I don't get it. So basically, Charlotte Flair has notoriously over the Vince McMahon years, because she's Ric Flair's daughter, she's just always the champion. She's like a 17-time world champion already. She wins every match. She's in every main event. She gets everything handed to her. And that's why people weren't happy with the Royal Rumble call, because she came back and they gave it to her. But it doesn't do anything for either of them. But I don't think Charlotte will put Tiffany over. I think that's the other problem you have there. I don't see that happening. Getting into saying the new fans and nobody and one despite everything else. Hey, you come to plane spot. Fake. Do you live in Ireland then, do you, mate? You might see me fly my plane over Shannon. EO could have won it. Live, etc. Raquel.
Newcastle ground boat opening in 98, departing runway 7, early departure.
I think the main event was always supposed to be EO versus oh, it's amazing how you forget the names when Rhea Ripley. I think Rhea Ripley's injured. I think that's why she dropped the belt. I've liked Chelsea Green for a long time. I think she's always been very funny, and now she's got this little security team thing. I think it's quite funny. I mean, look, she's treating that title for what it is right now. It's not prestigious. It's new. So it's just a bit of fun, and she's doing it well. I think she's doing a good job. For the TNA partnership, it's great to see the Hardys back in the WWE. It could be their ticket to getting back to the main event, WWE. The only thing with the Hardy Boys, no, the Hardy Boys were big like when I was a kid. Like they must be friggin' late 50s nearly now, no? They must be pretty old. With all that drug abuse and stuff, like Jeff Hardy, I'm surprised he's still standing. Well, the only thing I can see with the Charlotte thing is does Becky Lynch come back? Are they going to do Becky versus Charlotte for SummerSlam. I don't know. I like Io Sky. I like the way she wrestles, but unfortunately she's got one problem, and that's that she can't cut promos. You vaguely remember the early 2000s. I can think about the other bloody 90s matches, all the 2000s. I mean, you know, they did all those crazy spots of jumping off the ladders and stuff, and yeah. That match against Sting, wasn't he high on drugs and pissed off his head? Was that the second time he got fired? Wasn't that the match against Sting? I can't remember now off the top of my head. Waiting for my boy Joe Hendry to get the call up. Yeah, I mean, he's been doing well. We'll see. Well, they're saying straight after WrestleMania there's going to be the new trade season again, so... Or whatever they're calling it, the draft. 3 Eurofights, oh nice. We don't see much action where I am, so you know. Alright, let's just go into the flight deck. I just want to make sure everything is okay. We're quite far away from our top of descent, but I'm just going to put it into the computer in case we're talking. Okay, so we need to go down to 2,000 feet. God, that readability was terrible, whoever that was. Oh, hang on. And we should probably type in, just make sure that we go into the RadNav. Why is the ILS frequency not put in? Alright, let's have a look here. 24Z coming on the Lambs of 3 via Mesos. Alright. Okay, so in the RadNav, I'm just going to type in the frequency just in case there's something wrong here. It should be 110.9. Our course should be 236. We'll just put that in there for now. Alright, we've got a little bit of time. Joe Hendry will win the Andrew battle. Oh, piss off. He's not going to win that, is he? Nah, I don't see that. Basically, as soon as he walked out, the ref X the ring, yeah. He got fired, I think, for that time round. I think 10-year overnight sensation. Yeah, I mean, look, he's worked hard. He was just doing the basic rounds only a year ago, wasn't he? Show people's elbow. Sometimes that's it, we all just need a lucky break, don't we, you know what I mean? Come on, PSG. We're flying to Holland. We're going to The Hague. So we're currently... where am I? I'm just down by Hull. Jamesy is just the other side of Norfolk now, past Skegness. Going to Wales next to the sea. We'll be descending soon. Hang on, there's 3 of us. Count Davies, did you end up start flying with us, did you? My lucky break is turning into drama in the kitchen. I don't even work in it yet. Have you not started the new job yet? How's that going? Holland? The Netherlands? Depends where you're from. Oh, PSG just scored. Or is this the goal from earlier? That was the goal from earlier. Okay. Boo. No, the live map on the site's not working. I don't know what I've done to it. There's 3 of us flying. This is Jamesy, I think. This is me. I think this is Count Davies behind us. Normally we have the live map, but unfortunately the live map's broken. Even this is doing something crazy. It's something to do with my Google API key. And it's in date and I pay for it. But for some reason there's something wrong. But yeah, so this is Jamesy, I think. I think this is Count behind me. This is me. As we head in. Still 1-0 yet. Can't even say that. Deutschland! No, that's Germany, isn't it? Yep, we're flying down. So are you still working? Either way, my notice goes in on first. Oh, so you haven't done your notice period yet. How much notice are you giving? 2 weeks, a week? I used to always give a month no matter what. Kane scored for Bayern Munich again. Funny how they're doing well. We don't hear about him so much. Well, he's the Jaffa, isn't he? You know, they didn't win the league last year. I'd say he'll win the league this year, though. I think Bayern Munich, I don't think they can get to the final. They're on the same. Are they on the same side as Real Madrid? I can't remember the group because Man United. I can't remember the group properly. I think it'd be a Real Madrid Barcelona final. I think. You reckon it's going to go all the way to penalties? I don't see PSG doing very much. They're kind of sitting back quite a bit. Are they playing on the counter? 3 weeks. Oh, fair play to you. Hey, Zuma, can't wait for your scheduled videos. Yep, more to come. Probably on Friday night. We might do a bit more scheduled one. Even though I'm getting a lot of hate for streaming it. People are telling me I'm a terrible streamer. I'm like, okay. You don't have to tell me things I already know. But the new place is complicated. I knew someone was taking over, so I turned down the old head chef a few times this year. Okay, so you already know the chef. The new boss wants me there, but he doesn't. The drama, politics going on. Oh, okay. buying into. Be a good game. I think buying would be alright though. They'll put more on the front foot, just can't produce anything. And the odd time PSG do get forward, they create. Yeah, I've got it down here near the microphone, but I'm not watching it, but all I can see is like they're always down PSG's end. Every time I look down. I tell streamer. I couldn't care less what they think either way. Hey, no worries, Tyler. Catch you later, mate. I am not worried. Man, PSG are dog shit, aren't they? They can't even pass the ball. That French league just makes them look so good. But they're really not, are they? So your new job could be shut down before you even start. Awesome. That's all you need. How did I get access to the Schedule 1? So basically I covered the demo for the developer before the game kind of was out there. My videos did very well. They gained, between the two of them, I think it was about 100,000 views. So the developer just messaged me and said that if I wanted early access I could have it, so just a bit like that really. Have you flown much of the Microsoft stream at all? What, the new 2020? The new 2024? No. We did that one stream where we did some of the career mode and that was it. I could stream some more career mode. Fortunately with the flying, like, my channel used to, when I was down at 1,000 subscribers, it was the flying that actually got me past the 1,000. Because I used to do like news videos and stuff, and tutorials and things like that. But nowadays it's not as big as it was. But I won't get rid of it because I enjoy it and I fly in real life. So like when I'm not flying my plane, like just using the radios and some procedures and things, it just keeps my mind ticking over. So when I am flying, sometimes it could be a good month. Like I haven't flown since January because obviously I was in Spain and I can't get up there this month because I'm really busy with a few things. So I can't fly till next month. Now, next month I'm supposed to be bringing my plane from the north down to the south. And that's, hopefully, I found a new location that's only about half an hour from the house. A guy who's built his own private field for his own plane. He says I can keep it there. So, I'll be able to fly whenever I want, a bit more. But, so I like doing these flight streams just because, you know, it's not the same, obviously, not flying as high and fast and all this, and some of the procedures are different, obviously, but just using flows and checklists and stuff, just keep your own brain ticking over. Yeah, so the Schedule 1 thing is just a bit of luck, really. Right, we should be coming close to the top of the descent, I think. Oh yeah, very close. Don't think there's any ATC in The Hague, no. Air brake set to low, that's fine. 134 is our approach speed, that's fine. 24, dry, it should be dry. Full landing, yep, everything should be good. So we've got a 700 meter margin, very nice. I'm a Norwich fan. We're winning 2-0 at home for the first half, just lost 3-2 to Sheffield Wednesday, Western United. I don't know if he Western United. The Sheffield Wednesday Lampard's team. Is that where he went? Was it Sheffield Wednesday? Because they've been on a bit of a winning run, haven't they, since he took over? Strangely enough. Okay, we're going to set the plane to 2,000 feet. We're just going to cross the top of the descent. Here we go. What team do you support? West Ham. I'm a Man United fan. All my sins. All those years of the highs. Definitely going through the lows now. I'm from Finland, so I miss some letters when I speak English and chat. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I'm from England and I still miss letters when I speak, so... Oh, it's Coventry. Why do I think it's Sheffield Wednesday? But they lost to Derby tonight. Still 6, 2 defeats and 11. It's not bad. I know he was on a bit of a run. I did see something there. I think Liverpool are going to knock out PSG, you know. It's all Liverpool. Oh. Unless PSG hold on somehow. The only high I've seen in my life was the Conference League. That's not bad. To be fair, I remember when West Ham... I suppose... Before the Conference League, it was Europa. You know, I was there when they won it. I even went Fulham. I remember when Fulham won the Europa League that time. Jesus, I had a good night that night. I partied hard. Because technically, I am from Chelsea and Fulham. I was born in London at Queen Charlotte's. So Fulham's always been my kind of team that I've always kept an eye on. If I'd say I had a second team, especially when they get relegated, I do keep an eye more on the Fulham games. But that night, partied hard that night. But yeah, I think Liverpool are going to win unless somehow PSG scrape to the end. I mean, the problem with penalties is just anybody's game. I mean, look at United Fulham the other day, the penalty shootout. It's just luck of the draw. We knocked Arsenal out on penalties. You saying the Chelsea scum? Well, look, to be honest with you, I could go either way. Because obviously being born in Queen Charlotte's, Chelsea and Fulham, like, it could go either way. I could pick either team, but yeah, I can never support Chelsea. Ugh. Okay, we're down at 28,000 feet so far. Things are looking good. What sound packs do you use? KSOP. I'm not using any sound packs for the Toliss. Alrighty. Okay, so 23,000 feet, so that's fine. Like it's a straight in and around job. Is anybody else coming into The Hague right now? Yeah, we're about 10 minutes from landing. Soccer 15th of June this year. It was at Old Trafford. It's always at Old Trafford, isn't it? It's always Wembley or Old Trafford. Maybe United need to do a soccer aid to try and generate some funds so we can buy some players this year. Because according to what's-his-face, we have no money for the summer, so... Don't they alternate each year? I don't know. I can't remember if they alternate or not. Maybe they do. Did anybody watch the... Alright, Kistar will give you all the money to buy players. James, it's not his money. He's spending your money to buy Man United players. Don't forget that. It's not Keir Starmer's money. It's your money. Hopefully that makes you feel even better. Did anyone watch that YouTube football match the other day? It was like 2020 or whatever it was. See, all we got to do is give Keir Starmer a box in the stadium for himself and his family, and he'll give us everything. I wasn't so keen on Keir, but maybe he is a top bloke for United. Yeah, last corner of the game. Are Liverpool gonna win it? Here we go. I spent my money on that bag of crap. Then need to make a shiny players. You need something. Sidemen versus YouTube All Stars. Yeah. But the problem is, I felt like the YouTube All Stars. What gets me is football is such an English thing. Or a European thing more than American, but most of the YouTubers are bloody American. Where's my invite? Bring back Anthony. I don't think Anthony's coming back. I think Anthony's gone. I think Rashford, Anthony will both be sold. Sancho goes because they have to buy him part of the loan deal, don't they? So I think all three of them will be gone by the summer. He used to play in an adults kind of indoor league team. I haven't played in a long time. That was before I moved back to Ireland though, so... Logan Paul played for Sidemen, suplex Joe Weller. Yeah, I saw that. To be fair though, Anthony's playing really well over at, where did he go? Real Sociedad or wherever he went. He's been playing really well. It just shows you, it's just the Man United way of playing things is just crap. Alright, we should take a look. Only a few minutes from landing now. Once we make this turn, that's going to be it. We're nearly down to 10,000 feet. We're going to stay in here for a minute because I need to turn on the landing lights. Jamesy, you must be landing by now, no? Real Beaters, that's the one. Never remember where he went. The news is always popping up. Oh, another assist by Anthony. Anthony this, Anthony that. I have like that Man United news or whatever it is, so it's always sending stuff about the United players. About how every player is playing really well apart from the players that actually play for in the team. Yeah, United is fucked, let's be honest. Yeah, I see it's gone into extra time. Come on, PSG. Okay, we're just going to start descending down again now, so landing lights to the on position. Auto brake is going to be set to low. Speed brake already. And he's go back to crank normal. They got aliens Anfield now. So that's point deduction for Everton. What aliens? What's this? What about those two shipping containers that collided into each other yesterday outside Hull? How do two ginormous container ships crash into each other? Did any of you see that on the news yesterday? One was an American ship. The extreme's very chippy. I don't know. All I've seen, I'm not watching the game, but every time I kind of glance my eyes down, I just see the Reds are always in the PSG box. A lot of things seem to be crashing. There's some crowd at the bridge. Did you not see it? Did you not see the two big massive container ships? Well, one was an oil ship or something, and the other one was carrying some sort of cyanide to probably wipe out half of Russia or something from the Americans. It just blows my mind. I was listening to, there's a few YouTubers that like big into conspiracy theories, and one of them, you're saying about things crashing. Apparently all these planes that are crashing right now is because countries are trying to scare you not to leave your own country or something like that. They had this big theory about it. I thought it was quite funny. Okay, we're down at 7,000 feet. We're going to stay on the bridge here now ourselves because we are going to be making our turn into Rotterdam. We scare people away from the UK. No, they like the rubber dinghies going into the UK. Oh no, my boss will think. Seriously, there's this big conspiracy theory. They reckon they're trying to. All these planes are crashing to try and scare people from leaving their own countries. I'm telling you. He had this big thing about it. I mean, I can see. One thing I find funny about conspiracy theories, you know, you can appreciate the theory. You know, you can appreciate the thought that's gone into it and all these other kind of things, but some of them are just batshit crazy. Okay, so it looks like we're coming in. We're going to go past the airfield, back around on ourselves and in by the looks of things. The airport's here somewhere. I can see it. Just all the fake pilot licenses. Well, this is the other thing. To be honest with you, my opinion for a lot of plane crashes, especially because there's a lot of small planes going down all the time, and you are right, because the shortage of pilots in America. Do you know that pilots now have gone above doctors again as the #1 paying job in America again? Because of COVID, it wiped out too many of them. They can't get pilots, so they're pushing a lot of people through the training programs. They reduced the amount of hours that were required. They reduced how strict, like, a lot of the requirements were. And I do think now, because we're steamrolling, pushing people to, you know, the next step, the next step, the next step, I think that's where the issues are. Instead of people actually taking a bit of time, getting a few more hours under their belt, learning it properly, they're just getting, you know, you only need 100 hours and then you can train people in a plane. So, like, once I've completed, if I complete another 30 hours, I can literally become a CFI and train people. But I only have 100 hours, which is very low, but I can train people to fly when I don't even know how to fly. And this is the process that's gone a bit wrong. Got a bit of a dark question regarding flying. Go on, give it to me. Is anything to do with the Boeing? Well, if it's Boeing, you're not going. Even though I did fly in a Boeing recently, but I was on a new Boeing. I was on a new Boeing for the flight out to Madrid, but at Pushback at the gate, the plane had to go back. There was an engine problem, so they changed us onto an old plane. Oh God. Yeah, and you're right. And this is the thing, because the demand is there right now. It's very easy. It's very lax. Like, imagine me saying, even though, look, so basically, if I get my CFI license, see, this is how it works. To get in the airlines, you need 500 hours, for instance. At 100 hours, I could become a CFI and train other people to fly. So James, he wants to learn to fly. I can say, well, I can train you. I've got my CFI license. I've got the plane here. So I'm actually building my hours by sitting in the cockpit with Jamesy, even though I'm not flying. But because technically, when you're training, I am pilot in command. You're P2, even though, because you're under instruction. Well, you're PUT, so you're under instruction. So even though you're paying me, I'm building my flight hours as well. And so basically, you could rack up 500 hours in next to no time. And I've barely done any flying. See the problem now? What could the first pilot have done better? Because obviously the second learned something. Oh, I don't know. There's a lot of conspiracy theories about all that kind of crap as well. Some of them are quite interesting. You have to be a BI before CFI. I don't think so. I think once you get the 100 hours now, I can... yes, actually, you might be right. You can be... well, yeah. So you can be kind of like a CFI, but I think for the first 50 hours, you have to be under instruction yourself from a fully qualified CFI. I was on rubbish, but there's not much in it. But as you can see, as in if we're flying together, then I wouldn't be able to take control under a certain altitude. No. So basically, if I'm a CFI and you're in there and you're flying, you can take control. But basically, I'm still the pilot in command, so whatever happens, it's my problem. So you can take the controls, you can take off, you can do the landings. If anything goes wrong, it's under my instructions, and technically I'm the pilot in command. So I've sat in the pilot seat with a load of students, and the other thing is you're getting paid, so that's the other thing. See, they race to get the CFI. If you want to go into the airlines, they race to get the CFI because I'm no longer paying for the fuel of the plane. because you're going to be instructing. You're either going to go into a flight school and just be paid an instructor wage, 30 euros an hour, whatever, or you have your own plane and you know you're charging someone the full rate to train, and so you're not losing money anymore, but you're building your hours instead of it costing you money. When's the lesson? Hey, come to Ireland, you're more than welcome. Only a 10-minute flight. Yeah, I better announce that we're coming. Rotterdam traffic, 7742. Coming on to a base leg here for runway 24. Well, we're downwind, but we're going to be turning base soon, so. Okay, just final checks here. Landing lights are on. Altitude is set. We'll put the LS on for the glide slope. Everything else is fine. Auto brakes set to low. We need to move in this arc a little bit so I can see what we're doing. Was that the airport there? You're only on final. What the hell were you doing? I think Count is coming in on the other runway. He's coming in on 06. Has the wind changed? Hey, Martin, you're here for landing just in time. Okay, 1003, I believe it was. It's a slight... Yeah, the wind's changed here. We should really be coming in on 06. But the wind's so low, I don't think it matters. It looks like we're going to be doing some sort of jousting. It looks like it is more favourable for 06 now. Okay, so we're going to make the turn to finals.
2,500.
Yeah, so the winds must have changed direction, but look, it's only at 3 knots. So the wind is not really strong. You could come in either or, to be honest with you. But yeah, 06 is probably more preferable at this stage. But the winds must have changed a little bit from when we did sim brief. It's the only good thing about having Vatsim controllers on, because if it does change, like they know. What's on traffic? 7742, turning onto finals, 10 miles out for runway 27. Sun in the eyes as well. Make things a little bit more interesting. Is there somebody at my airport? I didn't hear a friggin' word he was saying, to be fair. No, still just me arriving. UK transport enthusiast just described. By any chance do you think he likes UK transport? Thank you for subscribing there, mate. Appreciate it. Okay, flap set to 1. Flap set to 2. Flaps 3. Gear down. Okay, full flaps. Brother down traffic sim 7742 on 3 mile final to landing runway 27. Okay, let's arm the speed brakes. They're armed. Flap set, brake set, everything set. We're good to go. Okay, the plane is ours. We're in control. come over to the right just a little bit. Seems to be quite far over to the left.
Above.
Okay, keep going.
100.
Committed now.
Minimum. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard, retard. 10. 5.
Okay, flaps up. Okay, taxi lights back to the on position. We are a little fast, but it's okay. Okay, welcome to Rotterdam. I don't know, do we have anywhere to park? Seems to be a lot of aircraft around here. Okay, we can park at the end. Yeah, it's going a bit too quick coming off the runway. I agree to that one. For some reason my brakes aren't working very well on this aircraft. Brakes seem to be all or nothing. Okay, park and brake to the on position. Switch off engines. Okay, what was my landing rate? For me, 174. Not bad for me. Okay, just gonna file this. Why won't it let me file the flight? Is this a new thing? Have just a little look here. Okay, for some reason it won't let me file the file. Okay. I'm not sure why it's not working. It won't let me file the flight. Um, LSGG. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. Anyways, let's have a quick little look at oh. Game's acting a bit weird. I've never had it this buggy before. Oh. Oh my god. X-Plane 12, what's happened? Wow, so the X-Plane replay system's really gone a bit messed up. I've never known it to be this bad. First flight into Rotterdam. Yeah, I need to find out why X-Plane's camera's gone all weird as well. Used to be able to use the things to look at it. You can't seem to do that anymore. Okay, so there we go. Nice little flight there. Thank you for Jamesy and Cal for flying along with us. We made it in one piece, which is always good. Thank you for everyone that's been here. Hopefully you had a nice time. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you all on Thursday. It looks like we're going to be doing Order 13 on Thursday. It's a new kind of horror game or something. Got sent a key, so we're going to have a look at it. So I'll see some of you then.